What's up, it's your Faye. Welcome to my channel. So this is going to be a quick video of what happens when you are in the midst of learning how to heat train your hair or trying to heat train your hair and you end up damaging it. I made that mistake a couple of times while I was trying to teach myself how to heat train, and wanted to give you guys some tips on what to do to help you recover. Please note that my #1 tip is always go to a professional stylist to help you get back on track. But for the people who just don't have the finances for that or just kind of want to figure it out on their own, here are some tips that I took to help me get my hair back to its healthier state. So you can know your hair is damaged with heat if it starts to feel really dry, and no matter what product you're putting in it, it's not feeling moisturized. Your hair is breaking off super easily. Your hair won't hold a curl, and then when you wet it, the pieces start to look very straight. That's how you know your hair is not heat trained but is actually damaged at this point. First thing you need to know is you have to stop using all heating tools. You have to cut cold turkey for a little while to try to get your hair back into its proper health, and then from that point you have to get a trim. Unfortunately, this is actually where I would highly recommend that you go see a professional stylist to at least do the trim part. The rest of the stuff, if you want to figure out on your own, just figure it out on your own, but you want to make sure that your hair is cut properly so that way it can grow back healthy and not put yourself in a worse condition. Because you also need proper hair scissors, and you need to cut your hair in a certain way in order to stop the damage. And if you're not comfortable with how much length needs to come off, just have the hairstylist trim a little bit at a time, and as your hair starts to grow out, trim even more. But I think when your hair is damaged at the ends, it's best to just hurry up and get rid of the damaged pieces, because your hair can get to a more thriving state a lot more quickly than you slowly trying to preserve its dead ends. First things first, stop using the heat tools and then get a trim. Now usually heat damage is caused because of you overusing your heating tools. So when I made my mistake, it was because I was literally using the flat iron every single day, not knowing that you weren't supposed to do that. I was also not applying any type of heat protectant on my hair. I was using products, shampoos and conditioners that were very drying to the hair. They were like clarifying shampoo. So I literally just ate my hair up with trying to make it look as pretty as it can be from day to day. So many of the times heat training isn't the issue, it's the person that's using the heat and how often they're using the heat on their hair. I would say for the average curly hair girl, not for everyone, but it would be pretty safe to say using heat on your hair twice a month is a good starting point to help you get to your heat training hair goals with helping to loosen up the curl pattern. Another point you want to take into consideration is that now your hair strands are weaker. Your strands are most likely very brittle and are breaking off so easily that you need to start incorporating deep conditioning treatments. You want to put indirect heat on your hair when you're doing your deep conditioning treatments, but when it's time to style your hair, you want to put your hair up in a protective style. So whether that be a wig or braids. Personally, my hair isn't in love with braids, specifically box braids and braids that you add braiding hair to. My hair doesn't really seem to like that all that much. So if I were to have damaged my hair again, I would go ahead and instead of doing a sew-in, which is my favorite protective style, I would do a wig. Take a 3-month break and start wearing a protective style to help bring a little bit more strength back into your hair while incorporating deep conditioning treatments with indirect heat to help with conditioning your hair. Again, this is after you've trimmed your hair. The next thing you want to make sure you do is avoid chemicals, avoid the hair dye. When I say you have to just leave your hair alone, that is really the only way you're going to recover and have a healthier grade of hair. And if you want to accelerate your growth, which there's a lot of people who talk about that you can't speed up the rate of your hair growth, I disagree with that for myself, because if I'm feeding my body what it wants to be fed, then it has extra nutrients to add to my hair and it's able to feed it a lot more quickly, and I'm able to retain more length. I'm actually able to grow hair a little bit longer than average. That's just with my personal experience. Can't say that for everybody, but I truly believe that when I'm eating right, my hair grows quicker and it retains the length. So in the meantime of you taking this 3-month break, you really want to give it at least 6 months for you to really notice a difference. But as you're taking this break from no heat, fill your body up with water. Make sure to drink half of your body weight in ounces. Eat plenty of fruits and vegetables. Juicing is the #1 way I have seen, and I've seen with other people, how they have been able to grow their hair so fast. And then making sure to take your vitamins. There was this biotin and hyaluronic acid vitamin that I took that I loved. I talked about it on a previous video. I saw so much length in my nails and my hair in 1 month. Also collagen, I'll leave the collagen that I like to use that has helped tremendously with growing my hair really quickly. Just remember that hair is just hair. It will grow back. If you damage it, it's not the end of the world. And what I've been learning is that anything that's broken or sick, the core of the cure for anything is simply love. So if you see your hair struggling, if you see your body struggling, if you see your skin struggling, it's really longing for it to be loved. Ask the Holy Spirit to help you, to show you how to love your hair back to health, love your skin back to health. That is what I have been doing, and it has been working for me. So if you have any additional questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until the next one.